a top 5 defense. Expect them to be even better. The last time Dan Quinn was a defensive coordinator, 2013 and 2014 with Seattle, back-to-back number 1 overall defenses. And also, this Dallas Cowboys team, we talk about the turnovers, they've been number 1 in turnovers as well. And so they take the ball away and expect that to happen even more with a corner, a top-tier corner like Stephon Gilmore on this defense.
It'll be fun to see him in this defense. He's jumped around the last couple of years, right? Carolina, Indy, and now did you hear what he said? He said it's like a breath of fresh air to be there with the Cowboys. We shall see. They open the season, of course, on the road at the Giants. Sam Macho, thank you.
I have so many incredible memories of my time there, and it's a great gesture by the organization.
I actually can't wait to hear from Tom Brady. Full interview with him and moments include
potential of DeAndre Hopkins maybe coming to Dallas. Of course, a lot of teams would certainly welcome him. Interesting question, though, because we haven't really seen him play a full season since 2020, his first year in Arizona after successful years in Houston. Injury, suspension. So realistically, what could he bring to the Cowboys?
Well, he'd bring definitely a high impact weapon to the Cowboys. But historically speaking, Dallas usually doesn't sign a ton of big offseason free agents. They don't love paying a lot of people a lot of money. And so though he would be a great addition to this offense, heard about the vertical threat that they feel like they have right now, I don't believe it's a realistic option that DeAndre Hopkins goes to the Dallas Cowboys based off Jerry Jones' history of spending or really not spending in free agency.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Sounds like he wants a lot of money, maybe $20 million per year on average. So we shall see where he ends up. In the meantime, as far as the Cowboys are concerned, the defense has been the strength of this team for the last couple of years with Dan Quinn in charge there. They traded for 5-time Pro Bowler Stephon Gilmore this offseason, already bolstering.
I wouldn't bet them to win it because every team, you could say, okay, the Bears, they have, not only do they have Justin Fields going into his new year, but also you have the Packers, who you could say are rebuilding, but also you know that feel like they're a confident team as well. And so I wouldn't bet my paycheck on the Lions, but they should be the favorite based off their consistency and the new additions in free agency.
I'd say between them and the Vikings is where you have the argument. By the way, Lions haven't won a division title since 1993. Only the Browns have the longer active drought. Sam Macho, I just want you to know, change starts with you.
Oh, my guy.
Still ahead, we are joined by 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom.
Okay, Rusini, let's start with Brock Purdy.
Do you think anyone actually called that number that's on the screen there, that 222 number? Look, here's what the 49ers are happy about. They don't have to call to go find out their starting quarterback because they've got their guy in Brock Purdy, right? We know that he underwent that elbow surgery in March, and he was out on the field yesterday throwing, so he's in that part of his program for the Niners. GM John Lynch has all the confidence in the world that Purdy should be ready to go by week 1 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meantime, Dalvin Cook and the Minnesota Vikings. This is a story we've been keeping an eye on for weeks now because where is it going to end up? It seems by speaking.
And that's what this game is. You know, we did some good things offensively, but we want more out of it. And I think that's what we're into now and what camp will certainly be.
It just makes me smile to see NFL analyst Sam Macho. Long time no speak with my guy Sacho. Hey, look, the Lions finished second in the NFC North last year. They won 8 of their last 10 games. They're the trendy pick to click in the NFL this year. Where do you see this team this year offensively and totally?
Well, offensively, they should be significantly better. Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the most consistent receivers in the NFL. But I go back to their defense. That's where they need to improve. We know it. This offense was a top 5 offense, but defensively they were last in the NFL. And so you look at it. You got Aiden Hutchinson going to his second year. He had 9.5 sacks, 15 pressures. And you add James Houston, the other rookie who had 8 sacks. So they're going to see pressure on the edge, which now you add C.J. Gardner-Johnson from Philadelphia, help Philly get on that run. He will help the pass rushers get to the quarterback. And so all in all, offensively and defensively, I see this Detroit Lions team being significantly better. And they should be the favorite to win the NFC North.
Okay, they should be the favorite. That's what you've said. But would you bet your paycheck?
Money on his salary, but he has an expensive contract right now. And while the Minnesota Vikings would love to trade him, that may not be able to happen. They may not be able to find a trade partner. So we'll see if they release him over the next few weeks. And then you have DeAndre Hopkins, Brian. All the eyes are on him right now. Lots of teams flirting with him, showing some interest, trying to see what he wants and where he wants to play, right? Money's a big factor in this. You got teams like the Kansas City Chiefs who got their eye on it. You've got the Buffalo Bills who are looking at it, not all in on it, though. The New England Patriots. But here's what I expect over the next few weeks. DeAndre Hopkins will most likely be making visits with teams that are interested, right? So he'll sit with them and they'll have a conversation about what he wants, what he's looking for. And I think in the end, though, it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins making a decision based on money, right? Because that Odell Beckham Jr. deal with Baltimore really skewed the market here. So we'll see if he's willing to give on that to perhaps play with the quarterback, like, let's say, Patrick Mahomes.
Listen, around the Cowboys.
If this free agent is available and he wants to play with a proven quarterback, and that's what you got in Dallas.
The Jets are all in.
Tell me
They
that.
signed Hopkins yesterday. The Jets are not interested in DeAndre Hopkins at this point, by the way. But for your team, for the Dallas Cowboys, I don't get the sense that he is an option for them. Look, all teams are looking at this, but there's level of seriousness, right? Like, for example, I had one executive in the league say to me, look, if he wants to make $2 million a year, yeah, we'll take him, right? So money's a big issue. And obviously the Dallas opened up some space here, and they could look into that. But from the conversations I had, the Dallas Cowboys are not on the board.
Sam Acho, do you think DeAndre Hopkins, Dallas Cowboys make sense?
No, it doesn't. And it's not because of his talent or cap space or anything. It's because historically, Jerry Jones doesn't usually spend big on free agents in the offseason. We talk about it all the time. Man, last year, are they going to get Odell Beckham Jr.? What's going to happen? We talk about it ad nauseum and nothing. Right? You look at that, like, if you're a Cowboys fan, you're saying, man, we want to get better, but we usually.
Listen, Greedy's not here. I want to talk about the Cowboys. I want the Cowboys to get DeAndre Hopkins, and here's my reason why. You know, if you talked about Dak trying to cut down on the turnovers, why not get another reliable receiver? I know they went and got Brandon Cooks, which helps them out tremendously, but you look back at that postseason game and even that last season, Michael Gallup was like a no-show, and you thought it was going to be a huge season for him. I think he had no catches, 3 targets against the 49ers. Wouldn't DeAndre Hopkins be great for the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, I like Hopkins as a fit for the Cowboys because I think Cooks is a guy that's supposed to stretch the defense. He's going to take the roof off the defense and run deep routes and scare them. I think that you got CeeDee Lamb as kind of a big play receiver. You give him short passes or gadget plays that he can turn into bigger plays. And then you need a reliable third down guy, a guy that you know, even when he's covered, he's short-handed. You can put it up in his direction and he can make plays. So I think you look at this entire.
Amari Cooper. Remember, you got rid of Amari Cooper. And then you look at, man, like all the talk and the rumors, but it usually doesn't happen if you're a Cowboys fan. And so that's why I'm saying that.
So what does the addition of